All right, good morning. Welcome to the morning show. This is Wednesday, 4/20. Getting ready to make things happen. I hope you are having a fantastic beginning of your day. If not, hang around. We're going to get you well on your way. We are live right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, we've got our fabulous Zoom panel here in the house. Again, I just reframe this very quickly. We want you all to be on this show, to be a part of it. We want you to be inspired. We want you to be challenged. We want you to walk away from this show saying, dude, I'm going to make today happen. This is going to be the best day I've ever lived. Yes, I know it sounds a little over the top. It seems like a bit much, but I'm just telling you. You got to get yourself primed, ready to rock and roll. Do you feel me, TikTok? Huh? Do you feel me? I'm talking about getting jacked, getting going. I'm feeling good this morning, right? I'm feeling great, making things happen. No, I'm not on nothing. Just life, baby. Just life. Hey, we do in the panel, in the Zoom panel, I got my friend, my man, Martinez. Rory, what's up, man? You in the house?
In the house for sure.
In the house. Let's go, man. How you feeling today?
Wore out.
Wore out.
But ready to reload and refire.
Man, you must have had a terrific Tuesday. You must have had a terrific Tuesday. Nothing gonna get me down.
Terrific Tuesday. And I intend on having a wonderful Wednesday.
Dude, do you have a word for every day? I got to know. Do you have a word for every day?
It's when it comes to you, the groove
It is. It's a groove thing.
The groove has got.
He's got a word for every day. Don't let him fool you.
It's a groove thing.
Ain't nothing but a groove thing. Well, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, I do hope that today is just a mere continuation of the terrificness that you've experienced. I know for myself, I'm expecting a wonderful day. A very wonderful day. I'll be honest with you, yesterday for me, you know, we had a little bit of a rough start, so to speak. I'm going to be honest with you. It was a trying Tuesday. It was. It's a little trying. Ran into a few obstacles. But you know what helped me out? I remembered that today, at the time, was yesterday. But at the time, it was today. That yesterday was Terrific Tuesday. I know this is messing up. I know I'm having a bad time. I know this is, but dude, it's a terrific day. It's a terrific day. It's an opportunity to show up, show out, and get all that's mine. Come on, man. You know what we're talking about. Now, Mark Henderson says, now it's a wonderful Wednesday. Let's go. My goodness, it must have been in the air. Chris Trimble, by the way, good morning, sir, said, most definitely, yesterday was a rough one. It was a rough one. That's all right. Mr. Murphy himself tried to get all of us. He took his sword out and he went, ka-cha!
Yes, sir.
And we said, ka-cha! Right back. Ain't even scared, bro. Come on, Murphy. Try me again, dog.
Murphy.
By the way, we're talking about the law of Murphy. Murphy's Law. If it can go wrong, most likely it will.
It will.
Not even a most. It will. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, let's talk about today. Today's good. Today's great. Today's awesome.
You know, for those out there listening, like, they're like, oh man, this guy's over the top. All this terrific Tuesday, wonderful Wednesday. He had a bad day. Listen, it might sound over the top, but in truth, you have to meet adversity with equal, if not more, energy. So that, because if you don't, you'll spiral downward. You know, you'll get punched in the face and be like, oh man, it's going to be one of those days, you know, and you'll lay down and die. So you gotta, like, you know, for that negative energy that comes at you, you gotta you gotta double the positive energy and come back at it, if that makes sense.
Dude,
otherwise,
yeah,
it's a slippery slope, and before you know it, you're off your mojo, your momentum, because something happened. You get a bad report or whatever. You're late. You get caught up in traffic, and you're like, oh man. It comes in threes. What else is going to happen bad?
It comes in
that was
threes.
number one, you know?
Yeah, I'm looking for 2 and 3. You know what, Martinez? I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Like I know sometimes it could be like I know sometimes people are like, man, that's a little too much. It's a little whatever, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you something. When I heard this, it made so much sense for me. What you just said, I agree with 100%, bro. You have to match energy with energy. And I'll tell you something. We've talked about it on the show, but the late and great Zig Ziglar explained it for me so well. He said, look, positive thinking, it will not, hear me, read my lips. Positivity will not help you do anything, but it will help you do everything better. Run that back, think about it, and understand where we're coming from. Positivity doesn't help you do anything, but it helps you do everything better. So I'm not here to tell you that positivity, quote unquote, is the answer, but I will tell you this: positivity is the enhancer. My God, son, about to drop a bomb up in here. Facebook, don't throttle me because I said bomb, okay? It ain't the answer. It's the enhancer. Let's go, dog.
You're ahead. You're on top of the mountain.
Dude, we have a good time on this show. If you're not having a good time,
Awesome.
hey, man, just move on. It's all good. You're not a part of the group. Anyways, let's see here.
No.
Hey.
Repeat that real quick.
I said positivity. It ain't the answer. It's the enhancer. It ain't going to do it for you, but it's going to help you do it that much. Man, I'm starting to get all preachy and stuff. I need an organ in the background. Dude, I love it. I love it. Let's go to the... Come on, man. Who's got a tambourine? Let's go. Okay. We got some comments. We got some people with us. Let's see here. Mark Anderson says, 2 Energizer bunnies of podcasta. Of cast. Sorry. Yeah, my bad. Chris Trimble says, I totally agree, Brother Martinez. Pastor Robert Osborne. Come on, man. Positivity puts things into proper perspective. Come on, man. That's true.
Love it.
Dropping bombs from Richlands, Virginia. I love it.
I love these guys. They're all about it. We need to get them in the studio.
That we got to. But I will tell you this. That is why being in the comments, interacting, dude, it makes such a difference. Such a difference. It's powerful. Fantastic. All right, well, Martinez, you are the recap master. Why don't you tell everybody what we've been talking about? The frame of thought, the topic of the hour. Help us out. What are we talking about this week?
Well,
I was like,
okay, audio.
hey, I tell you what, hang tight. Hang tight. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it right now. Technology. Murphy, I told you. I ain't playing today, Murph. Here we go. Check this out. Here we go. And we are back better, I bet, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Sounds fantastic.
All right, we back on it now.
Fantastic. Bro, so what are we talking about? Okay, sometimes the better question is, what are we not talking about?
Oh, man. Watch him.
But we're pigtailing desire from last week, and we're talking about decisions and the importance of decisions and the importance of once you make a decision is to cut off, to make an about face from the one thing that you were once considering and being all in to the very thing you decide to do, and that decision in and of itself, while a great thing, is not enough, because decision is like a choice of the heart, but you also got to make a choice of the feet and hands. In other words, you got to put that decision in action.
Right.
What do you call it? IMA, immediate massive action. If you made a decision to do something, okay, great. You've aligned your heart and your mind. Now align your faculties, your hands, your arms, your legs, and put it into action. Because if you don't, there's a good chance that you'll end up with the same old thing you've always ended up listening to yourself, talk yourself out of a good thing. So the decision. It's a decision. I like that, man. You got to bring your faculties into this. In other words, you got to bring your mind. You got to bring, right, your spirit. You got to bring yourself along with the process, right? Like a decision. I'll tell you this, in my life, there is actually, when I make a decision, there's actually an emotional feeling to that decision. Like I know if something's going to stick or not, simply just by what they call that, my metaphysical body, or what, like just the way that I'm feeling about that thing. I can tell whether or not, and this is, I want to shift gears a little bit. Something me and Brittany were talking about. I think it's very important to make a distinction about decisions. I think this is maybe where
some people fall short on their decisions. Okay.
Yes.
They say, I want to do something, and they don't do it. And it might not be as much of failing to follow through as much as it is this issue. And the issue is this: are you making your own decisions, or are you making the decisions that you think others want you to make?
Boom.
Are you deciding, are you hearing what other people have to say and you're just selecting what they have suggested? Or have you shown up to the buffet of life, the abundance of what you could have, and are you making your decision? What do you think about that, man?
Oh, I think that is, that's more than a mouthful. That's what I think that is. I mean, like, we don't have enough time to doggone uncover that. But because the first time when you said, "Are you making your own decision versus someone else's decision?" and the first thing I started thinking about is like, to make your own decision, don't you have to like know thyself? Don't you have to have enough within you? You like have enough self-confidence within your own self to make your own decision.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious as to why, if Martinez is there, if people are there to actually make their own decision, that is like, we are a product of our environment. And so if our environment or a lot of other people and influences, then chances are we're making the decision that they want us to make.
And that's something.
But if I have, but if I have enough self-confidence within my, like, if I've taken the product of everyone who's been around me, my environment, and I've used that to groom my own self and create my own self-confidence and I don't know how you get there. I can, but to know thyself is very important in order for you to make your own decision. I mean, like, that's it. And then the other thing I think about it is like, it's not just individuals, but circumstances, economics.
Mm-hmm.
Time constraints. Is that help? Or that in and of itself helps makes a decision for you.
Right.
So it's kind of like, are you making your own decision, or is someone else making that decision?
Pastor Robert says, he said, once I started making decisions for myself, everything changed for me. Up to this point, the pressure was almost too much. I can't live on someone else's opinions or live up to their standards. And I'm glad you said that, bro, because little section here is what Napoleon said. You're going to love this, Martinez, because the question is, to your point, do you know yourself? Have you gotten quiet enough? Have you gotten that time with the Lord for him to reveal to you who you are? Have you done that contemplation, that thinking, that true discovery of desires, those good, godly desires? And check this out. This is what Napoleon said about, when people do the thinking for you. He said, opinions, he says. Opinions are the cheapest commodities on earth. Dude, when I read that, I went, bro.
That's pretty cheap. Yeah.
Opinions, like, listen, you talk about penny stocks. I don't know if an opinion would register as a penny stock because it's so cheap.
Dude, it would, in fact, penny stock, when it becomes so cheap, it's delisted from the market. It's no longer of any value at all.
Get it out!
To warrant any trade value. So, like, that's awesome.
Becky says, wow, dang, that's awesome.
Opinions are the cheapest commodity.
But, bro, we got to be honest. I have to be honest. Am I making decisions because I've allowed an opinion to infiltrate my thinking, right?
So, right.
Am I even making my own decision? Check this out. Mark Henderson says opinions are like armpits. Some stink. It's true.
Right.
It's true.
Hey, some stink, but they all stink sooner or later.
Sooner or later, right? Sooner or later. You know, and here's the interesting thing about this, okay? Becky said, yes, Mark. Yes, this is true. Here's the thing about this, because you can't just take one thing and just drive that, because here's the idea here, and you kind of touched on it too, Martinez, and I love this. This is also a concept, so to speak, of the Bible. It's not just that all opinions, right? It's just that everyone seemingly wants to give you their opinion, right? I've got an opinion. I've got an opinion. Okay, but the question is, this is what they used to say: consider the source. Consider the source, because the Bible talks about there is safety in a multitude of counsel, or in other words, the idea is evaluate, where did this opinion come from? Did this opinion, right, come from a source of credibility? I'll tell you this, did this come from a source of someone who is in a position that you yourself want to be in? Does that make sense?
Right. You know, there it doesn't speak about opinions, but there's also some the scripture. It speaks of try the spirits to see if they be from God. You know,
Yeah.
The paraphrase: try the opinions to see if they be from God.
Yeah.
You know, spirits or opinions, they can't be grasped. You know, so like you said, consider the source. You know, what's the foundation of that opinion? Is it coming from, you know, a place where it's been proven? You know, that resource has been proven over and over again. That's had your back. That's had your best interest. That's objective. That whole 9 yards. You know, so yeah, you're right. Consider the source.
Consider the source, man. Consider the source. Chris Trimble says, man, that's good stuff. In the past, I found myself making decisions because other people gave their opinions on what I should be or do. It wasn't until I spent time with God and he started to show me who I truly am and why I exist. There's no victory in living life based on opinions of others. That's true, dude. It's just so true. And by the way, most people, I don't even think it's malicious. I do think that some people, they're what we call opinionated, right? The way they actually connect with you is they got to give you their opinion, right? This is my opinion, you know. Well, that's good. But the question is, are you where I'm going? And by the way, am I supposed to be going where you're going? Am I, right? Like it's the evaluation. And that way, you know for sure, is this my decision? It's got to be my decision. Let's see here. Becky said, like a second opinion from a doctor, not the local weirdo that tells you you're fine. Yeah, that's right. Like fine. And again, evaluate it. Go ahead, Martinez.
Well, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, opinions. I don't think people are mean harm by giving their opinions. It's just a lot of people are just bent that way. You know, everybody wants to show in some level of how smart they are, or that they have something to add or whatever. They mean they don't mean any harm. But you know, but opinions are like the wind. You know, you don't know where they're coming or going or which way. You know, there's no way you can live a productive life based on other people's opinions. And likewise, to your point that you and Brittany were talking about, there's no way to live a productive life a life of momentum based on other people's decisions.
Right.
Which brings me to this, and that is, you got to know yourself. You got, at the end of the day, your parents want you to stand on your own. They want to produce a productive, value-added contributor to society. But God would want you to live on your own even more, live independently and productively yourself, independent of everybody in your parents. He wants it to be just you and him, you know. And so all I'm trying to say is like the God just wants the decision making between you and him. He wants to counsel with you.
Yeah.
And of course, there's other people in your life that have godly influence and that kind of thing.
Right.
At the end of the day, and we don't want to discount your pastor or your parents or anybody like that, but at the end of the day, God wants to speak to you in the cool of the morning, like in that midnight hour.
Well, here's what they say, and I'm glad you said that. By the way, I think we've got a new guest here. I can't see because I'm blind. I think it's Lorraine. But anyways, welcome here. Glad you're on TikTok with us. They say that when the student is ready to learn, the teacher appears. So the idea, the way I kind of take what you're saying is, and this is what I've always heard, and this is what I've found to be true, that is what I'm truly being led into, the right people will be in my life to either confirm it or help me to commit to it, right? Like whether it is a spiritual authority like a pastor or a parent, or it's a coach that says, hey, I'm going to help you commit to it. Because the power of a coach in decisions is they're going to help you keep the decision, but they're also going to help you go further than what you perceive to be possible. They have the ability, maybe they're further along than you. They can see what you don't. They can see the potential that maybe you haven't even released just yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you've got to have somebody with great vision to help you catch your blind spots, right?
Absolutely. I love that. Yeah. And that's a great thing too. It's like, a coach, someone to help you kind of guide you through the process, or adds expertise, but at the end of the day, just accountability.
Yeah.
And I tell you that is worth its weight in gold for someone, or for any of us who are out here trying to achieve something that that's dear to our heart, something that wants to that we want to create, lasting legacy with. I mean, wealth, health, whatever it is. It's good to have a coach or some kind of accountability out there in making that decision.
Absolutely, and again, to your point, like seek it, like try it out. Like you want to get healthy, find somebody that's kind of where you want to get to. If you need some financial counseling, find somebody for financial counseling. You see a great marriage, find a great right. Like these things are out there, but it goes back to, again, it has to be your decision that that's what you indeed want. For instance, I don't care how good of an instructor a salsa dancer is, we're just not going to jive because I have zero interest in salsa dancing. I know that's a ridiculous comparison, but that's it's to make the point. Like you have to know where you're going. You have to know what's the decision. And I'm telling you, the other stuff, dude, it's just noise. It's just noise. Put the blinders on. Decide. Get it going. Chris Trimble says, so true, Pastor Jason, you guys didn't show up into my life until I was ready, and I honestly feel like God placed brothers in my life at the right time when I was truly ready to accept what God had for me. I believe that. I really do. I believe. You look in the Bible. You look at the eunuch that was reading Isaiah, and all of a sudden, the Lord sent somebody to help him make sense of what he was reading. So anyways, man, it's 8:30. I'm fired up. What a good day. What a good day. I have decided, Martinez, I'm going to have a good day. Have you decided to have a good day?
I've decided that I'm having a wonderful Wednesday.
I have decided. Anyways. I love it, man. Awesome. Well, everyone, I want to wish you a great day, a blessed day, a wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time for the morning show. If you will, do us a favor. If you liked the show, if this helped you, why don't you say something nice about us and share wherever it is you're watching. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, whatever it is you're watching. Why don't you share that? Let people know that we get together Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, talking about things that matter, talking about things that motivate, giving instruction, teaching things that are going to help you make today its best day. Again, positivity ain't the answer, but it is an enhancer. Let's go. We're fired up, dropping bombs. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow. Are we out? There we go.